Hey, how's it going, everybody? Wanted to talk about some thoughts, got some inspiration, and I wanted to get some stuff out there before I went and forgot about them because I'm going to go to bed and I got some stuff brewing in my mind. Got Game of Thrones, my powerlifting meet I did today, and also Halt and Catch Fire. I don't watch a whole lot of TV shows, but I do like a lot of stories that basically are good. I like good stories. And one of my biggest things that I love the most is self development things that kind of help make me a better person, help me improve my knowledge, and just make me an upgraded self, if that makes any sense. And I see a lot of these themes of courage. Courage is one of those skills or abilities that is because the biggest thing, let me kind of start over here. One of the main things that people are always afraid of doing something, right? There's fear. Fear is real. Fear of talking to a girl, like if you're trying to find a girlfriend or a significant other, uh, you know, make the sale, like get your job, business, start a business, take that risk, big investment, time investment, whether it be financial, lots of different things. And it's about having courage, being able to basically get rid, basically conquer it, not conquer it, I should say, overcome it, face it anyway. Because a lot of the time that fear is always there, but we find a way to bring ourselves to do what is necessary for us to get to that next stage in our life, whether it may be like in Game of Thrones, you got Tarly trying to somehow not be scared. The fat guy that's basically a coward. You can kind of see him throughout the entire series. If you watch the whole series, just kind of transform into a more confident self, especially after he kills that zombie or White Walker. And then in *Halt and Catch Fire*, it's about computer nerds and stuff like that. And my biggest thing is that a lot of people, the genre of tech, not a lot of people know about, and it's sort of my favorite thing. I love the movie Hackers. I love these stories. It gives me that kind of feeling that there's so much more out there, and if you really are able to just take a risk, more importantly, like a risk that's not real. Like I'm making this video, who knows who's watching it? There's no risk. There's risk. I risk making myself look dumb, right? Or in powerlifting, I risk getting hurt, and that's very real. But when you start powerlifting, the risk of getting hurt is very minimal because you're just beginning. It's actually when you get kind of higher, the risk becomes real. But my point in saying that is that every time you take the next step to become stronger, to become better, to make yourself newer, better, you discover something different about you. And God, I got just so many thoughts in my head. When I think about powerlifting and lifting a weight you've never lifted before, or lifting close to your max, and maybe you're not feeling 100%, you just make that mental commitment to win or to make it. Like I did lift at 551 today, a 5 pound PR, and it was crazy because I don't lift more than 520 pounds in the gym, 515 in the pounds, and for a deadlift. And that shit, I basically in my head said, I'm going to commit to not letting go of the bar. Under no circumstance, I'm going to let go of the bar. And I didn't. I fucking didn't let go. And it came up pretty smooth, which means that I had some room in there to lift more, which is kind of cool. At the same time, I still can't even believe it because when you really face and you become courageous and you reach into yourself to go forward, you will do things that you don't believe you did. And that's kind of what I like about powerlifting because you basically amaze yourself. And part of my thing about making this video is that somehow, sometimes, like this video doesn't feel that great, but I think as I make more of these, because I haven't made a public speaking practice video in a while, I'm going to be able to improve this. And I don't know, I got these ideas, and I just think that, being able to it's about courage. It's about putting yourself out there. And then once you realize that, people are afraid of being ridiculed and talked shit about and being trolled, right? But I'm putting myself out there. So who has the balls to do that? It's so easy to sit behind a computer and type a comment negative or make, a thumbs down, but they're not putting themselves out there. They're a viewer. It's kind of like the actors on TV. And I'm not by any means a star or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I'm putting myself out there, and there's a risk of looking like an idiot. And and there's value in that. I'm being courageous. I'm call it facing a fear, but what I'm doing is I'm making myself more tolerant to dealing with fears and being able to take myself to the next stage in life. And kind of what I want to do is, as I make these videos, it's really more about kind of discovering this journey. If you look at my main channel, you'll see this kind of, if you follow me and you kind of look at some videos past, the quality has gradually gotten better. My talking has gradually gotten better. And you know, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like golf, I guess. I always like golf as an analogy because, you know, when you're a really good player, you scratch golf, and then when you're a bad player, you're always over 100. So it's kind of like, how consistent are you? But then when you're scoring over 100, you might have a day where you get 99 or 98, but you're not consistent. Same thing with a scratch golfer. They might do scratch golfer. They might be doing maybe +1, +2, or they might be doing -1, -2. But then you think about a pro golfer, right? It's just kind of like, it's about being consistent, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. So I was all over in this video. I don't know if you happen to be at this point watching this entire video. I'd appreciate you make a comment. We'll like this conversation to continue. Thanks for watching.